Okay, the next step is to generate the mine numbers. So for instance, when we click and start the game, and I select the first one, I get, oops, okay. So we want to see the number of mines. So these would be 0 here. These are 0, no mines around those. But these other ones are showing the number of mines. So that's what we want to do to play the game. So the first thing we do is we have a function right here. We have a function. We need to uncomment this out. This is the function that's going to initialize the mine. So the first thing we do is we loop through all the blocks, and we have a couple of helper functions. This first function will get all the blocks around it. That will be used to count how many mines. And then we'll set the sprite, the correct sprite. So to get all the blocks around is pretty easy. We just have to loop around the row, one to the left, one to the right, one up, one down, one left, one right. So those are like 8 blocks. And we have to be sure we're in bounds, right? Or we actually, this is to ensure that we don't count the block we're looking for, right? So if I send in a certain row and column, I don't want to count that. We check if you're in bounds and if it's playable. If it's not playable, we don't want to count those. So those are essentially the mines. We don't want to count the mines. And then you add that to the array. So this gets all the blocks around it that are playable. The next part is we want to count. So of all those blocks, we want to count how many mines there are. So the next function is right here. It says calculate the mines. So these are all the blocks around a certain position. And we just check. Does it have a mine? If it has a mine, we increase the counter. Great. Then we set the block's mine count to what we just counted. So that will be right here. Got it right here. So we just set the mine count for the block. Okay. At this time, I would like to see the numbers. So we added one extra thing here. We want to reveal that number. So this will be useful later too when we play the game, but right now it's going to be pretty simple. So when you go to the block and you have this function and you just want to reveal, I think it's right here, yeah. So you want to reveal the mine count. So as long as it's not a mine and it's not 0, so if it's not 0, we want to get the mine count, and then we'll convert it to the sprite that we want, right? And then we'll get that sprite and we'll show it. So this has a number, and we want the corresponding sprite. So this is 1. We want this sprite. If it's 2, we want that sprite. So on and on. So when you now click the game and you click, we should see these numbers. So let me try another one here, right? And if I click, you see these numbers around the bombs. So try that out.